This is a serious moment. Right now, the future of the entire auto industry is at stake. The very core of Michigan's economy is on the line. So today, let's talk about the road ahead.
Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer today speaking at the Detroit Auto Show, laying out pieces of her economic vision and hopes for Michigan's auto industry. In her Road Ahead address, she touched on how to bring auto jobs home, how to continue fixing the damn roads, and how to work with Michigan's trading partners.
Whitmer says to stay ahead of the global competition, we must update our economic toolkit, explaining that the bipartisan job fund goes away in a year, and her road bonding plan, Rebuilding Michigan, is phasing out. Whitmer proposed things like creating a new Make It in Michigan auto job fund and a new payroll tax cut called Hire Michigan, which rewards companies that hire Michigan employees. But she says one of the best ways to keep the industry connected is to continue investing in Michigan's roads.
To my friends in the GOP, fixing the roads in a sustainable way means looking for new, fair sources of revenue. We can't just cut our way to better roads. Defunding public safety or public health is not the way to fix potholes. And to my friends, my fellow Democrats, fiscally responsible cuts will need to be a part of the solution too.
The governor also addressed the ongoing talk of tariffs, specifically called for by President-elect Trump. She says we need to work with our neighbors like Canada.
The Gordie Howe Bridge, named after Mr. Hockey, opens later this year. And it's a symbol of our friendship and a driver of economic growth for decades to come.
And says her office and Canadian leaders have been actively discussing approaches to collaborate.
Every time a Michigan auto part crosses over the border and gets taxed, those costs will be passed on to you and to consumers at the dealership. Sometimes those parts cross a couple of times throughout production. That means you'll pay more to buy a Silverado, or fix the engine of your Mustang, or replace the fender on your Jeep Grand Cherokee. I want to be clear, I am not opposed to tariffs outright, but we cannot treat them like a one-size-fits-all solution. And we certainly shouldn't use them to punish our closest trading partners.
In response to the governor's address today, Senate Republican leader Eric Nesbitt criticized the governor and her fellow Democrats.
Well, Governor Whitmer just gave another rosy speech asking you not to believe your own eyes, to not believe that our roads are crumbling, our schools are failing, and our families are falling further and further behind. But thankfully, the people of Michigan spoke loud and clear this past November, and working with the new Republican majority in the House and Speaker Hall, we'll start to clean up this mess left by Governor Whitmer and the Democrats.
As a note, Senator Nesbitt announced just yesterday that he is running to succeed Governor Whitmer. Looking ahead, Whitmer is also expected to deliver her annual State of the State address soon, but a date has not yet been announced.